If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you, here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out. Jam is still on the stand, telling, talking, snitching, whatever you want to call it, right? So today on the stand, Jam has came forward and told the prosecution or the jury that when they got to California, he didn't know what was going on. Basically, he got a flight to California and just went to California. Didn't even know that he was on a hit initially. But once he got there, that's when he knew what time it was. Because people like Vonnie now was calling other people, trying to get other killers to leave Chicago and come out there to California. So he got to talking to Vonnie. Vonnie got to kind of letting him know what time it is, but he still really didn't know. All he knew is that they was trying to gather up a bunch of hitters from Chicago. So they in a Sprinter van. While they in a Sprinter van, they get a call from Doodie Low. Doodie Low tells them the whole plot. Hey, listen, we got the drop on Quando Rondo. We finna act like we finna sell him some weed. When he come out, y'all kill him. The cold-blooded part about all this is this right here. Jam said he tried to call Durk twice. Durk ain't answered the phone. Then Vonnie contacted Jam and said, say man, listen bruh. Durk said he don't want nobody calling him right now. Because we finna go kill this dude. You don't stop calling his phone. And then right after that, Doodie, who was in the Sprinter van with him, FaceTime Durk. Durk picked up the phone. Doodie showed Lil Durk all the killers that was in the Sprinter van using his phone, showing Durk the killers that was in the van to go kill Quando Rondo. Cold-blooded demonstration. The reason why that's cold-blooded is because of this right here. If that is true, that means that Durk knew about the plot. Durk knew about the plot to go kill Quando Rondo. And he was with it. He was a part of it. Because the people that was helping put the killers together, Durk was with them. And he was okay with that. That's where the conspiracy comes from. Now, being 100 though, something that kind of like got me kind of mind boggled is if Doodie Low is telling them, hey look, we going to go kill Quando Rondo, or y'all going to go kill Quando Rondo. And instead of them killing Quando Rondo, they killed Quando Rondo's cousin. I'm kind of like, I don't see how Doodie Low is not locked up. Now, I'm not, saying that he should. I mean, it's just strange to me that he's not arrested because here it is, you know about a murder. You don't run to the police and tell them, hey, these guys about to kill somebody. And somebody get killed. That's strange to me. I just got to be 100. Y'all get in the comments and y'all tell me what y'all think about that. Now, while they rolling in the van and Durk is still on FaceTime, again, Durk is on FaceTime. Doodie showed Durk all the hitters that's in the van. And say, yeah, I got the Navy SEALs, right? Letting Durk know that, hey man, these right here is the hitters. These are the guys right here that's going to kill Quando Rondo. And so Doodie pointed the phone directly at Jam and Lil Durk told Jam, hey, go crazy. Like basically telling him like, man, kill this fool. You understand what I'm saying? And Jam threw down the pitchforks and let him know that, hey, look, it's all good. I'm finna put that work in. Now, that right there is horrible, but I don't know how the only way that they can prove that is through Jam. And if that's what's happening, I mean, like, that's not a good look for Lil Durk. I just got to be 100. Now, as they still rolling on their way to Los Angeles coming from San Diego, they realize, hey man, we ain't got no gloves, we ain't got no masks, we ain't got no hoodies, we ain't got nothing to disguise ourselves, right? So they stop at they stop at Walmart or Target or something like that to go get everything they need to kind of disguise their identity. Now, once they made it to LA, they said they met up with OTF Vonnie. And the first thing Vonnie say as soon as they walk up to the car, Vonnie say, hey man, look, check this out, man. He see how many killers is in the car. He said, man, look, I ain't got number 3 guns. I ain't got enough guns for all y'all. You see what I'm saying? And so now there's that other connection. Because we know Vonnie is connected to Durk. Vonnie is going to Durk's rental property. Vonnie, after the killing, went to Durk's rental property. So where did he get those guns from? Was those guns at Durk's rental property? Or where were they? Because Vonnie didn't have a hotel room. The hitters had a hotel room. And Vonnie was living with Durk. It's not looking good. Now, OTF Vonnie got to passing the guns out. He passing them to the killers. He passed one to Doodie. Why? Because he know Doodie good to put that iron down. But instead, Doodie ain't want no parts of the hit as far as like shooting none. So he gave his gun to Jam and told Jam, go ahead, you take care of this. I'm a little rusty. Now look, I got to be 100 with y'all. I know Jam was just sitting there because Jam considered himself to be a real, you understand what I'm saying? And so the way they planned it, they associating him with people that he don't even know. He in California, they giving him, Doodie ain't trying to put in no work. They giving him, it's kind of like they treating him like a goofy, like a send-off. And that's how I would have felt like, wait a minute, hold on, y'all drive. I'm all the way out here, California. I don't know what's happening. As soon as I get out here, now y'all want to tell me we finna kill somebody. Y'all got these guys right here I don't even know. And then, Doodie, you talking about so you don't even want to put in no work with me. Like, what is we doing? I'm calling Durk. Durk ain't even answering the phone. This sounds like a real crash out mission. And that's what happened. Them boys crashed out and they all got knocked. And what I'm saying is the truth because Jam got on the stand, y'all. And they asked him, hey, why are you snitching on Lil Durk, basically? And Jam said, hey, man, Durk put me in a situation. He put me in a bad situation, meaning that whole setup was a rush job. Not only that, like, if you ain't from the streets, you don't understand this right here. But when you in the streets, you would rather put your work in with people that you know. You don't want to just go robbing with nobody, any person, because you don't know if this person is going to rob the way that you rob. You go rob somebody with somebody that you don't know, they might end up killing somebody. Now y'all got a robbery murder. You see what I'm saying? Or, you doing a robbery with somebody that you don't know. They might let somebody take their gun or pull a gun and kill both of y'all. So you want to do your crimes with people that you know. You feel comfortable that way. I'm just speaking from a gangster perspective. That's just how it is. Now, in this situation here, Jam said, man, like Durk put me in a bad situation. I mean, he could have possibly been thinking to himself that, like, if these guys get caught, they don't know me. They would tell on me. They would tell on me. So he possibly thought to himself, like, look, you put me in this bad situation. Now I done got caught. Now I'm finna just tell everything. I'm not trying to make no excuses for the man, but at the same time, I can only assume and believe that's what he's thinking. But at the same time, I also got to be 100. When you looking at life in the penitentiary and you already done did 12 years, you don't want to go back to jail at all. So from my understanding that he didn't get caught on this crime, the murder for hire. He got caught on something else and they was talking about sending him back to the penitentiary. And he was like, you know what? I got something to tell y'all. Shot a note. The feds got the note. Looked at it. On the note, it's talking about, look, I know about murders. I know a lot of stuff. And then they sat him down for an interview and he got to confessing everything. So Jam continued to testify and he said that, look, check this out. I still got love for Durk, but I feel like Durk put me in a bad situation because Durk associated me with people that I don't even know. And the last time that I did a crime with people I don't even know, I end up going to the penitentiary. That's just the truth about the matter, y'all. I'm telling y'all, like, when you a criminal and you in that lifestyle, you don't like doing crimes with people that you don't know. And he said that, look, he knew Von, but he didn't know Von like that to be doing no killings for him. You understand what I'm saying? He didn't know Von to be, he didn't know Von that much to be, going out to try to kill somebody. Lil Durk did. You understand? Doodie did. Vonnie did. But he said he don't even respect Vonnie because he said Vonnie is a goofy. He looked at Vonnie like, man, he's a goofy. Like, why is we even associating him with this killer shit? You understand what I'm saying? And not only that, though, he said that he appreciated everything that Durk did for him, but he lost respect for him when Durk put him in that fucked up position. Now, here's where, this right here is BS, right? Because he testified that you know, one of the reasons why he's snitching on Durk is because Lil Pop is innocent. He felt like Lil Pop ain't have nothing to do with it, and he felt bad because they killed the innocent person. I'm not going for that. You's a killer. You's a gangster. That's collateral damage. You understand? Not only that, though, he's associated with Quando, Rondo. So if you don't get Quando, Rondo, you get his cousin that's a part of him, then that's the same thing. That's how gangsters think. So when he said that right there, it just let me know that, nah, you're just trying to make up some excuses so that you can feel okay because you're doing something that's wrong according to the street codes. He even admitted, for me doing what I'm doing, I can be killed for this. You see what I'm saying? I can be killed. He understand that. But he don't care because right now, that life sentence is in his face. And he like, nah, he ain't trying to do that. He'd rather go home than do life in the penitentiary, especially if he called himself not respecting Durk, not respecting Vonnie, and not respecting the whole operation. So then the prosecution asked him, what are you getting out of your testimony? And Jam said, look, I just want to get a reduction of my sentence. Damn. A reduction? So you doing all this telling and you going to jail still? I mean, like, I know that might be a shocker to some people, but people that tell go to jail all the time, you know. But again, he was looking at life and he just wanted a reduction in his sentence. And it's not even a promise that he's going to get a reduction. So in other words, this man right here is telling blindly. He is snitching blindly. He don't even know how much time that he's going to get after this whole thing is over. They can still say, you know what, we give you 30 years, you get out in 20. They still can do him like that because there was no promises made. This man right here is just telling without even a promise. Now, this is another thing that I don't agree with, right? And I think that Lil Durk's team is going to hammer him on this. I believe they're going to just turn him upside down about this. Now, he lay up here and he basically get caught with a gun, right? He gets caught with the gun, and then all of a sudden now, you know, everything is weighing heavy on him. Now all of a sudden he want to come and tell about the murder because remember, the murder was unsolved. The police, I don't know if they was investigating Durk for Lil Pop's murder. We don't know that, but the murder was unsolved. But when Jam got caught with that gun, all of a sudden it just started weighing heavy on him. He just started thinking about Lil Pop and, man, we killed the wrong person and all that. And that's when he wrote the note to the police and said, hey, man, look, check this out. I know about murders. I know a lot. That letter right there worked his way on up to the FBI. The FBI come to holler at him, and then he just get to explaining everything, including the murder of Lil Pop. Now, that right there, I just don't, come on, man. Now, if you just wanted to tell and you ain't get caught with a gun or nothing like that, then I'll probably say, you know what, maybe it was just eating him up. It was getting at him. But you get caught with a gun, and you know what that means because you still on parole from that attempted murder case. Now, all of a sudden, oh, man, you know, I got to tell y'all something. No, you didn't want to go back to jail. So all those excuses that he's making and, man, Durk did me bogus and all that, like, I understand that. But when after the murder happened, you didn't go tell. You ain't go find the police. If you felt that strongly that Durk sent you off and all this old type of stuff, why didn't you run straight to the police right after the murder? You didn't do that because in your mind you believe that, hey, we got away with this murder until you got caught with that gun. You knew that meant going back to the penitentiary, and then you told on that murder. Now understand though, this right here is regular programming in the criminal world. This happens all the time. People know about stuff that's unsolved and they get caught with a gun or they get caught in a whole nother case. Then they start telling, hey man, y'all remember that robbery that happened, you know, a couple of weeks ago when that person got shot? Yeah, that was us. You know, they get to telling about all type of stuff because they want a lighter sentence. And that's what Jam is doing. And I believe that Durk's attorney will be able to dog him on that and show and discredit everything that he's doing because y'all remember Durk's attorney was getting at him and saying that, like why everything ain't recorded. Why y'all ain't got this stuff on video footage? And the reason that is because Jam told the police, if y'all interview me, I don't want nothing to be on video. I don't want nothing to be on audio because of everything that be happening in social media. These guys be getting put out there and they be showing that, hey, this guy's telling. And he didn't want that to happen. That's strange because if you telling, you're going to have to get on the stand. You see what I'm saying? That type of stuff don't make no sense. Your identity is going to be revealed anyway. You are snitching. It don't matter. But, you know, I guess we'll see when Brian Steele get his chance to cross-examine him. And then I believe that he going to put something on him real tough. And that's going to discredit a lot of the stuff that Jam is saying. Now, here's one thing that I believe that Durk did a miscalculation. From what Jam testified today, OTF Jam said that after the killing, he ain't getting no money. Durk didn't pay him nothing. He said that he even got on the phone and was asking Durk, like, say, man, hey, you know, you sent me on this mission and you know, I ain't even want to do the mission. You put me in this bad situation. I just got done doing 12 years in the penitentiary. He said Durk cut him off and then just started smiling at him and said, I love you, Jam. I love you. Y'all ain't hit Quando Rondo, but y'all got Lil Pop. That still counts, right? Remember, I just told y'all earlier. That's how it go. But OTF Jam said he still ain't give them no money. Instead, he put him in the booth and told him, you know, hey, man, look, check this out. Make a song. Put this song on this, they had a compilation album called Loyal Bros. You know, put this song out and then I'll hit you with some money. So he put the song out, and in that song, I'm talking about, he really like confessing. As a matter of fact, y'all want to hear the song? Check it out.
We be the who, don't really care who they clicking up with, it don't come as a surprise. We done kill all of the ops, this shit ain't got drive. We wanna put belt on the gas, smirk is the voice. You heard what he said, some bullets behind it, we ain't finna tussle. Lil Vonnie sitting in that chair with 100 shot on him, y'all know what we callin' the muscle. Doodie a threat, ain't got no patience, wherever he catch you, that's where he gon' shoot it. Booney Mo say he ain't killing no more, cause he rich and he paying our shorties to do it. Doodie be chillin', but really the biggest Apollo with money is on your medulla. He get the loan, a nigga that pay for a hit, and he hop in the car with the shooter. Yeah, I'm a shooter, I stay with a glitch. Somebody down whenever I use it. Only be rapping to kill me a rapper, so phone number house on put in their music. Nigga, I lose.
Now, after that song right there, Durk, somebody gave him 10,000, but he still ain't getting no money for the hit. And then the other two guys, Brown Eyes and Flocka, they was sweating Durk and them, sweating Vonnie, like, hey man, look, where's the money? We went out here, we killed this dude, man. Is you gonna pay us the money or what? Durk did not pay them nothing. Durk talked to them on the phone for a little bit and then got out the way, dipped, didn't give them nothing. Now, I know a lot of people believe in their mind just because Durk didn't give them nothing that, hey, how can they prove the murder for hire? Well, you got to understand something in the California law. Just because you don't get no money for a murder for hire, that doesn't mean that that case can be thrown out. That don't mean that. As long as Durk offered them the $1 million or the $500,000 in that studio to go kill Quando Rondo, and they end up killing Lil Pop, that right there satisfies the element for murder for hire. You don't have to receive nothing. All that has to be established is that the people that did the killing, they expected something. They expected some money. They expected some type of monetary or material or some type of gain for killing somebody. And in this case right here, that would be Durk offering them $500,000 to $1 million to kill Quando Rondo. But not only that, the prosecution can look at OTF Vonnie doing that music and getting paid $10,000. That right there was a benefit. That right there was an interest. You know what I'm saying? Because he got all that after the murder of Lil Pop. Now, this whole thing is sloppy. It's crazy. And it's random, but at the same time, like, it's so much backstabbing going on, right? Here it is, these boys, drop everything that they doing. They got kids, they got wives, girlfriends, or whatever, family, to go kill somebody for Lil Durk. and Lil Durk don't even pay them for the killing. That's cold. I mean, like, look, the killing part is a cold-blooded demonstration, but at the same time, you would think that after the killing, they'd get a pat on the head or a pat on the back, or they would get something, and he left them boys out there with nothing. I don't see how, that they didn't start testifying or snitching before OTF Jam did, because here it is. I mean, like, Durk is betraying them. Durk is not being loyal to them. If you sit up here and you say, hey man, look, I'm going to give you guys this much money, I'm going to give you guys this much money, y'all go kill something for me, and then you don't even pay the ticket and they go kill something, no, that's not, hey, come on now. But these are the streets. There's no honor amongst thieves. Durk possibly thought in his mind that, okay, they done did this murder, but they killed the wrong person. I wanted Quando Rondo. I didn't want Lil Pop. I wanted Quando Rondo. And he even said that in one of his songs, to be 100. I don't want the man y'all got. I want the nigga that I paid for. Excuse my language. He said that in one of his songs. Now, I don't know if that was a message to all them saying that, hey man, look, I told y'all I was going to pay y'all for Quando Rondo. Y'all killed the wrong person. But at the same time, being that they put their work in and they, risk their life for you and stuff like that to get some get back for you, why ain't you do it? Yeah, I mean, like, let's be 100 here. Durk, you a gangster too. Why ain't you get out there and get in that field and put a gun on your hip and go out there and go kill for your homeboy? Why ain't you slide for Vonnie? But you had other people slide for Vonnie. And they ain't get the person that you want them to get, and then you figure you ain't got to pay them. That's possibly why you in the situation that you in right now, being 100. That's probably why he in the situation that he's in right now. Because if he would have paid them, possibly they would have been like, hey, we owe some type of loyalty. The man done paid us. The man done gave us that $1 million or that $500,000 that he was talking about. That, yeah, man, we cool. You see, Jam probably wouldn't have been riding around with no gun had he had a lot of money. You see, he would have understood, why am I riding around with this gun? I got $100,000 or $200,000. I can go buy a crib in the suburbs, kick back, chill, do some music, hey, and leave it alone. But instead, them boys committed that murder, and Durk sent them right back to the desert with nothing. And now I guarantee you, he probably sitting in that cell thinking like, I should have paid him. If he would have paid him, they ass wouldn't have been in the ghetto no more. They wouldn't even been, even entertaining those thoughts to tell or none of that, because they would have been satisfied. They would have felt good. And I'm just speaking from a gangster perspective. But when you betray gangsters like that, hey man, I mean, them telling on you, that's they form of getting back at you. Yeah, you gonna do us like that? Okay, how about we do you like this? But Vonnie, I can't wait for him to get on the stand, because he's finna start testifying to some stuff that we ain't never even heard about, thought about, or nothing. Because he was on Durk hip. They like this here. They closer than him and Jam. You see, so I can't wait for OTF Vonnie to get up there. But now, Brian Steele is cross-examining OTF Jam. I'm about to get on that. I'm finna drop this video right now. I'm about to get on that right there so that we can stay in the loop, so that we can stay up to date. This is Hood Educated, not Lame Related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.